guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Gary, aka The Plastic Boy. So I'm so excited for today's video because it's a brand new foundation. You guys know I love me some foundation. I love me a full coverage, beat down, loads of shades, sweat proof, everything. So as you can tell by the title, this is the new JUVIAS Place foundation. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've got so many shades. It's super cute. I love that it's a squeezy tube. And what mil is this? It's 13 mil, guys. 13 mil, so you can travel with it. You don't have to worry about it breaking, because I don't really like a glass foundation. I'm not really about it. And this is called the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. You know how excited I am to try this? JUVIAS Place does some of the most pigmented, powerful, vibrant eyeshadows I've ever seen, and it is a black owned brand. Okay then. So I'm just so excited to just try this foundation and see what it's really like. Obviously she brought out some concealers to you know, twist up the mix. So I've already got 3 shades to test out for you guys, which is kind of cool because I've got a neutral one, I've got a highlight one, I've got a contour one, which is perfect for me and this review because I love to highlight, contour, and you know, conceal. So I'm definitely excited to try this concealer as well. I don't know, the packaging, this is so thick. It's giving me you know, Too Faced vibes, but it's just so sleek, and I just love the packaging. It's really cute, and it just pops as well, you know, with the shades. So I'm gonna read you a bit more information about this foundation, then we can get into reviewing. So I'm gonna read you guys some information on the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. So she comes in 42 shades. 42. So it says the foundation is high, full coverage, covers in the highlights and blurs all imperfections. We'll see about that. And it's formulated to give a radiant matte finish. It blends easily to give a soft focus effect. It has no parabens, no testing on animals, which we love. We love animals, and it was made in Italy. So you know it's gonna be good. When you hear made in Italy, think Louis Vuitton, you know, think Gucci, you know, so you know it's gonna be good makeup. Obviously I just love how it's just coming 42 shades for a brand to bring out a foundation in 42 shades the first time. It's super cute. What I love is this is the chart here. I'm so honored to just try this foundation. I'm so excited. We have the Nubian Kingdom, which is a start, which I really like, because sometimes the darkest shades actually start last. You know what I mean? The lighter shades start first. So here on the chart, the deepest darkest shades first, and the lightest shade is last. You know, no shade, but you know, switch it up sometimes, you know. So in the Nubian Kingdom, we have deepest dark, deep dark, and dark, and then we have rich tan that's also included in that. And in the medium kingdom we have tan, medium, and in the fair kingdom we have light and very light. So there's something for everyone. There's 4 undertones. We have warm, neutral, cool, and olive. So that's super cute. So it also says the numbers. So the numbers have some really cool names. We have 300 Gabon and 200 Kenya and 100 Sudan. So I'm super excited to find my foundation. I've got a few shades here, so I'm going to try and match myself to the best ability that I can. I'm just super excited. I'm okay, new foundation. I'm so excited, and you know, it's catered to deep skin tones as well. So I'm JUVIAS Place has also brought out a brush. It's synthetic and cruelty-free, which we love. I love it because it's really dense. So it's going to pack on that foundation and give us a full coverage beatdown. I'm loving the ombre handle, and it says JUVIAS Place on there. So let me give you that tea on that concealer. So the I Am Magic Concealer, I'm super excited to try this. I love a new concealer. So this is medium to full coverage, and it's really buildable. So let me just open this for you. You guys know, I live for a concealer moment. Let's see the doe foot. Ooh, so this is a really big doe foot. It's giving me you know, what's that concealer called? You know, that kind of tart shape tape doe foot. Everyone is getting a large doe foot now, which we really love because I feel like that is pack on product, and this is a really big tube. So this has 10 milliliter of product, and it's 3.4 fluid ounces, so you get a lot of product in there. This is super cute, guys. So let's just try the foundation because I'm way too excited. Okay, so let's swatch some of the shades. So I'll put on Gabon 300, and it's got more yellow in it. I probably could wear this shade, but I'd probably have to contour and do a lot on top. So I think this shade may be a tiny bit light for me because I have got a bit of pigmentation. Let's swatch number 310, and this is in the shade Burkina 310. So let's swatch that one. Ooh, so this one is really golden. Really golden. I think it's got more of like an olive undertone. So that's a nice shade, but definitely a bit too light for me. So it's kind of weird how it jumps. So yeah, that's more of a golden kind of like shade. So I'm gonna try 320, which is Zakira. And let me try this shade here. So okay, this shade has a lot more of a this is quite golden as well. It has a lot of warmth to it. I would say so far this shade is kind of like in my lane. And let's try what shade did I just try? I just tried 320. So let's try Aqua in Accra in 330. I really like the names. The names are really cool. So this one I can tell already is going to be too neutral. So yeah, that's a bit too neutral for me. So okay, let's try Kampala 340. Let's try this shade and see how we get on. So this shade's a tiny bit neutral as well. They have a lot of like more warm undertones in there. And let's see what Somalia 350 looks like. I really like the names. The names are super cool. So I'm gonna put Somalia there. So Somalia is kind of like as well. I think the only shade I could probably try and get away with is this one, and that was the first one in 300. So I'm gonna try that one and see how we go. And if not, we can try and darken it with some concealer. But this foundation feels very full coverage, so I'm excited to try it out. So I'm gonna wipe these swatches off and then we can try the actual foundation. Okay, so my shade 300 Gabon is dark skin with neutral golden undertone. I feel like I have a mixture. Like I feel like some of my skin's a bit golden and some of it's like I've got pigmentation, but let's see how we get on. And if I need to like color correct, I will do it. So this is in the shade 300 Gabon. If you guys can see that, I'm super excited to try the foundation. I'm gonna use the brush on this side of my face, and then we'll use a beauty blender just to see how the finish goes. I'm gonna use this brush here. So hold on, let's put it on. Ooh, oh, this shade is nice. So I'm just packing it on. A little bit goes a long way, guys, like legit. Actually, this shade it's actually looking quite nice. I wonder if it oxidizes. I'll leave it on the skin for a while so you guys can see. But so far, so nice. It's blended in nicely. I'll blend it in all the way. And obviously when I contour and stuff, it'll probably just balance it out anyway. But the undertone actually suits my skin perfectly, because you guys know how I normally like to go one shade darker in my foundation. I'll never choose this shade, but it kind of matches me perfectly. Oh my God. And guys, I didn't even have to color correct. Okay, Juvia. Juvia is coming for our necks. She's snatching us. I'm just so shook. Like, what? Oh my God, this is actually really nice. And I haven't even got that much on my hand, guys. I literally used like one squirt. So definitely a lot goes a long way. And it's more of like a moussey, kind of creamy texture. It's not like a runny liquid. It's definitely like, it reminds me of a cream. But I think this is mostly a matte finish. Yeah, it's definitely a matte finish. It's drying down really nicely, but it doesn't seem too drying. Like, yeah, it's like in the name, because I'm looking back at the name. It's like a velvety matte, and it does look velvety, but I can see the matte aspects as well. So I'm really liking it. This brush is really nice. Ooh, I like because the handle's quite sturdy as well. Okay, so I'm gonna take a beauty blender and just pounce this in. Ooh. So what I do notice is that it doesn't look as full coverage when I use the beauty blender. Like, I think the beauty blender is definitely soaking up some of the product. That's why Juvia probably brought out the full coverage brush with it, because it's definitely not looking as full coverage on this side. But I feel like with any kind of cream foundation, the beauty blender is gonna soak up like a tiny bit. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely not looking as full coverage. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more because I'm not being as generous with the pumps. I mean the squeezes. Oh my God, I really like the packaging, by the way. But yeah, this color's actually not bad on me. I thought it would have been too light, but I feel like it matches my undertone perfectly. I feel like it's just some bits where I've got pigmentation that I would probably have to color correct, but I'm actually living for the tone. So I'm now gonna go with the I Am Magic concealer and just go around the mouth and stuff. Just places where I need a bit, you know, extra coverage. Even though the foundation did such a good job. I'm loving the color on the skin. I left it on my skin for maybe about 5 minutes and it has kind of warmed up to my skin. I wouldn't say it oxidizes. I just think the foundation is sitting on my skin and I feel like this is like a really like close match to my skin tone, but my neck is a tiny bit darker because I've been out in the sun, but I do feel like this is like a really good match. So I'm just gonna go with a bit of concealer like here, just to correct a tiny bit. This concealer feels really nice and like buttery. I'm just gonna go around the mouth as well. It's just a warmer concealer. This concealer is literally blending out like a dream. I'm just using, this is in the shade 7 by the way, I forgot to say. I'm just using this to kind of correct because this has more of like a warm kind of red undertone. But oh wow, it's blended in very nicely, very cutely. Does it have a scent? That doesn't have a, hold on. That doesn't have a scent. I thought I could smell something sweet, but I'm not sure what that is. This might be a beauty blender, but I blended out really nicely. Okay, so I'm now gonna take the other two concealers in the shades 11 and 2. I really love how she's done the color like spectrum here. So 2 looks like a really dark shade, and you would expect this to be like the reverse, and this be 11 and this be 2, but this is 11. So this is like, I don't know, I just feel like it's like, you know, I don't know, it's like role reversal, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to see that the darker shades are now like being called like higher numbers, like, you know what I mean, like 1s and 2s. It's so good. So I'm gonna use number 11. This looks like a really like good golden tone. It looks super cute, so I'm gonna use this shade here, and I'm also gonna use shade 2 as well. So I've just taken some of number 11 and just placed it under the eyes where I'd normally highlight, and I'm just gonna blend that out. I really love the doper applicator, and this concealer just blends out like a dream. Like, I'm hardly tapping hard, I'm just tapping really softly, and the concealer's blending out literally like magic. Like, oh, and the tone's perfect for highlighting. It's not too light, it's not too dark. This is definitely coming to New York with me 100%. Guys, no word of a lie, this concealer is beautiful. Like, it's very radiant, but like, I don't know how to, like, it's very velvety, but like, it's not sitting into my lines yet. I've had it on my under eyes for a while. I really like the finish. I'm gonna use this other color now to contour. I'm just kind of shook of how beautiful it looks in the skin. It's giving my skin like a glowy vibe, but it's not oily. It's just, oh my god, I'm living for it. I love the shade. Oh wow. So I'm gonna take the shade number 2 now to contour. I need to just get the top off. Has anyone been listening to Beyonce's Homecoming? I'm literally like obsessed with it. I know it came out a while ago, but I'm so obsessed with it. Like, I listen to it every morning. My favorite Beyonce song is Diva, so you guys know I'm a diva. So guys, so just put number 2 on. This has to be one of the richest, darkest concealers I've ever tried ever. Like, look at that shade. Like, look how dark it is. It doesn't even look purple. I know some of you guys are dragging me about that other product I reviewed saying it was purple. This is not purple. It's so rich. I'm trying to think what to blend it out with. Let me get my other blender right here and blend it out. Oh wow, I think I put too much on. Wow. Okay, she is rich. Wow. These concealers are so pigmented. Oh my god, I'm gonna use the foundation brush just to like blend this out, because this is this is pigmented, but the foundation brush should blend it all out because it's got foundation on there. But wow. Okay, so guys, I blended out that concealer. Please do not make the same mistake I did and use too much of it. It is so pigmented. I didn't expect it to be that pigmented, because I was like, okay, so I put too much on, because when I contour, I can be a bit heavy-handed and just like apply loads. You need like 1 to 2 dots, like 1 dot, 2 dot, 1 dot, 2 dot and blend because that is so pigmented. It's fine when I powder and like carve, it'll be fine because I can like go a bit higher, but I really like the color of this contour concealer, but it's super pigmented, which I do love, but definitely a little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna use some powder just to set this concealer. This is the Huda Beauty Kunafa powder. You guys know I love this powder so much. I'm just gonna set the under eye with this. So nice. It's setting beautifully, which, you know, I kind of knew it would because I can always tell if I'm gonna like really like hate a concealer just by the way it kind of dries down. But because this, like, you know, some concealers that take ages to dry down, you're like, you're a bit watery, but then some dry so fast and you're like, can you give me time? Like, I haven't even paid my bills yet and you're clucking out. But no, this gives you so much playtime, but not too much, and I feel like it dries down to the most beautiful natural finish, but also makes you look like a beat for the God's queen, you know. So I'm taking some of the Huda Beauty, I think this is Coffee Cake. I'm actually gonna take a La Mercier puff and just set the rest of my face just so it's all locked in because it's super hot in my room. This foundation is just, I'm just taking everything to New York with me because I'm actually living, I feel like foundations these days are like level 10 because the color's really nice. Look how light when I was a bit scared because I was skeptical of the shade because I was like, this is quite golden for me because I like my foundation a bit darker, but it actually, so when you know when you contour and highlight, it actually makes a difference because if your foundation is too dark and you're contouring or highlighting, you're just gonna look crazy, but it kind of like leveled it out. I'm like, okay. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face and give you my final verdict on this foundation. I'm gonna let it sit on my skin for a while. I'm gonna add some bronzer, add some contour, because so far I'm really loving it. But when I add everything else and just let it sit on my skin for a few hours, I'm gonna give you my final verdict. It's now, what time is it now? It's now 7:08, so we're gonna come back in a few hours. I'm gonna set my whole face and come back and give you my final verdict because I think I know what it's gonna be. So hey guys, I am back. So what time is it now? It's now 12:50. So how long have I had this beat on for? About maybe 4 hours. I added some bronzer, some highlight, some mascara, a nude lip because I wasn't really going anywhere. I was just about my house, running errands, doing emails, but I really wanted to like check how this foundation really wore. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this JUVIAS Place foundation. The shade Gabon is actually really nice for me. It hasn't oxidized, it hasn't gone crazy. For me, I would just never pick that tone for me, but because it was the only one that I could really go with that I've been sent, I really like it. I'm definitely going to be using this. The coverage is amazing. It hasn't gone into any lines. I normally get something like some kind of like lines around there, so it's fine. The concealer is really nice. The contour was beautiful, but it obviously was a tiny bit dark for me, but it's fine. I could just go one shade up. I really love how there's 42 shades. I love the undertones. I love the names. It's just giving me everything I need. So definitely check out this foundation. The concealer is actually my favorite. Obviously the foundation is too, but I love the packaging. The formula of this is insane. The way it blends out so seamlessly. If you use me as a shade reference, I used number 11 to highlight and I used number 2 to contour, but you could probably use number 3 just depending on the shade. But 11 is the perfect highlight shade for me. It's not too light, it doesn't look crazy, it didn't go ashy, it's worked to have more of a makeup. I really like it. Guys, this launches on the 17th, I believe, but I'll put all the details down below. So when this video goes up, it should be live on JUVIA's website, and I believe it's coming to Ulta as well. This foundation is just, I really like it, and for once I just love the whole color spectrum as well. Like number 1 is the darkest shade. Like that is crazy to me. It's so crazy. I love the way the brand, what they're doing, everything. Like guys, you know I just stan. Like I really like it. Let me guys know what you think in the comments down below, and I shall see you soon in my next one, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.